Hi Food Network, welcome to Denver. My name is Megan Matheson. I'm 25 years old and I love to cook for people, mostly my friends and family and mostly for parties, but I would love to expand my audience, obviously. So here in Colorado, we're really lucky. We have sun 300 days a year and we get all 4 seasons. So with it being fall here, I wanted to do something where I could use produce that's in season right now and it would be really good. So I'm going to do a roasted butternut squash and ricotta tart. To start off, I sliced a butternut squash in half, drizzled it with olive oil, salt and pepper, roasted it in the oven, 375 degrees, 35 to 40 minutes. I also threw a whole head of garlic in there. I just wrapped it in tin foil and put some olive oil on it. It roasts at the same temperature and time as the squash. Once you pull that out of the oven, let it cool, scoop the flesh into a bowl, and then the other ingredients I have in here are mostly ricotta cheese. The flavor goes really well with butternut squash. I did put a little bit of mascarpone cheese just for that really creamy texture. You could also use cream cheese if you have that at home, or you could just omit it altogether. I also grated in a little bit of Pecorino Romano because you can't have too much cheese, freshly ground black pepper, and salt. So you're going to incorporate all of that. I like to do it by hand. I think it has a little bit of a better texture than if you use a food processor, but you can do, if that's easier for you, use a food processor. On this tray, I just rolled out frozen puff pastry, cut it into triangles. You can do whatever shape you want at home. You could use cookie cutters, biscuit cutters if you want a perfect circle. I do triangles. You're going to take the mixture, spoon it onto your puff pastry. Once that's all done, this is going to go into the oven, 375, 12 to 15 minutes until that pastry just gets nice and golden brown. When it comes out of the oven, you'll have something kind of like this. And we're going to just finish these off. We're going to garnish them with some caramelized onions, which the key to these is just really low heat and a long time. I cooked these over low heat with some butter and some fresh rosemary for probably 30 minutes. So we're going to do that. Some pine nuts, toasted pine nuts. Sprinkle those on top. Don't put anything in the pan with those. They have their own oils that they'll release with the heat. And then some honey that I just cooked over low heat with some fresh sage leaves. I think the sage goes really well with the butternut squash. And I'm just going to drizzle that over the top. So those guys are all ready to be eaten by my friends and family. Can't have a cocktail party without a cocktail. In the glass, I squeezed some fresh pomegranate juice. I also have an orange slice, some pomegranate seeds, and a little bit of orange juice. Top it off with some Prosecco. Nice and bubbly. We're good to go. Cheers.